Hello Dr. Lai and my fellow friend. My name is Muhammad Alif. We are from CPD Game. We're presenting to you our product design, which is a coffee maker. So, I will start the presentation with the market and demand of the coffee maker. The market for this machine is highly competitive and many companies are working to grow their customer base by launching a new product and adding a new feature to their product. The global market coffee maker were worth 3.8 billion USD in 2019 and is expected to grow to 5.1 billion USD by 2027 with a CAGR 6.30% between 2021 and 2037. In order to determine the market and the demand of the coffee maker, it must be related to the demand of the coffee market itself, where most of the buyers of this machine are the coffee lover. In 2015, the roast coffee market in Malaysia was worth 30.30 million USD and it expected to grow at CAGR 6.50% per year between 2020 and 2025, reaching 60.28 million USD in retail price. Due to the increase in this market, the coffee market in this Malaysia is also expected to be expanding at the fastest rate with a significant growth rate in the forecast period for 2020 to 2037, which it will contribute to the global market. Next is the market survey. For customer need, there are many factors that need to be considered to convince the customer that our coffee makers are the best from the others. One of the primary customer need that should be considered is the extraction of the coffee from the coffee maker must have stronger shot. The customer also preferred for the affordable coffee maker based on their features included in the machine. However, in comparison to the higher cost of this machine, it should be has satisfied all the requirements that must have on the coffee maker. The coffee maker must be easily cleaning and stored efficiently. Some of the customer doesn't have a suitable place to store this machine if the product are too large or wide. This product must be in the proper size. So for the environmental needs, waste from the coffee maker can cause the greenhouse gas to be emission. Pot in the coffee machine also is being disposed in landfill even though it still can be recycled. All this bad impact can be reduced or handled by being an ethical and responsible in dispose all of this waste. The waste of the coffee bean can be reused as a fertilizer which contain several nutrients that good for the plant to grow. For pot of the coffee maker, all the unused pot can be collected first and recycled for the better dispose, or the raw material for this pot production can change to the aluminium or stainless steel. For the safety need, we apply the safety valve pressure to maintain the value of the supply pressure in a pot which prevent the explosion.
Hi, my name is Afika Nazira. Next, we move on to the product design device, which is the product performance. Coffee is manufactured from beans of the coffee plant. Grind size and distribution, brewing duration, water temperature and extraction consistency are few factors of coffee quality. By using mocha pot, a stream pressure created by water is used to force the same water upwards through a roasted and ground coffee bag enclosed in a funnel shaped filter. This coffee maker aims to prepare 3 cups 130 ml of concentrated foamy coffee from roasted and ground beans by hot water in a short time 3.5 minutes. Mocha pot use lower pressure 1.5 bar and hot water above 100 degrees Celsius.
Identify the key ingredients. So what is the function of coffee maker? So it acts as an cooking appliance used to brew coffee. And on the left side, the figure shows that how the coffee maker works, and on the right side, it shows the mechanism inside coffee maker. Identify the configuration. So figure here it shows the product configuration, and the dimension of the funnel shape filter will be varied while designing the coffee maker.
So, for this part, we need to identify the physiochemical phenomena for this product. They have two type of principle that will involve, which is extraction process and the steam pressure principle. Solvent will be used in this process, which is water.
We transform the product performance into the product specification as follows. The steam pressure necessary to push the water rises through the funnel spout is represented in the equation 1. According to Darcy's law of linear filtration, Pf is equal to mNH divided by K times S times density times T. By solving this equation, we are able to get the desired dimension of funnel-shaped coffee filter in 3.5 minutes at 150 kPa. We got the H is equal to 3.5 cm and the R is equal to 2.5 cm. Here is the calculation step to get the dimension of funnel-shaped filter. Next, to ensure the steam pressure reaches 150 kPa in the mocha pot, a safety valve is designed at the side of the water tank. When the steam pressure reaches or higher than 150 kPa while boiling the water, the steam pressure will push a needle against the valve and some of the valve will escape from the safety valve. We assume the flow of steam out of the safety valve is same as the principle of fluid flow through an orifice. This is shown by the equation below. The spring constant where 150 kPa of stream could overcome can be calculated from the equation below. And by calculation, we can get the spring constant K is equal to 58.9858 kg per s squared. In this case, we will use spring with spring constant of 65 kg per s squared to allow only little steam to come out from the valve, which do not cause huge pressure drop in the mocha pot. This is the calculation to get the spring constant. Now, let us look into the 3D modeling of our design, which is coffee maker mocha pot. This coffee maker is mainly made up of coffee collector, funnel shaped filter, valve, and also water tank. The material we choose for the body of the mocha pot is aluminium. Meanwhile, for the knob and handle, it is made up of heat insulator such as plastic. The color we choose for the body of the mocha pot is same as the aluminium, which is silver, and black for the knob and handle. This is the orthographic drawing of the coffee maker with the dimension label. This is the sectional drawing of the mocha pot with dimension label each.
Next, for the economic analysis, this is the table for unit price of coffee maker. And in the table are lists of raw material that used in the production of coffee maker, which are aluminium, plastic, silicone gasket, and safety valve. And the estimated unit price for coffee maker is 27 ringgit and 71 cent. A profit margin without considering the expenses of at least 150% is expected to cover up other expenses. Therefore, the selling price is 69 ringgit and 30 cent. And for the depreciation is using 5 years property class in the MARCS, and the table shows the depreciation value of the equipment, which is 150,000 ringgit. To calculate the interest rate of return, we need to assume few things. For example, the fixed and advertising cost, the variable cost, and the value of IRR is solved by using solver in Excel by setting the value of net present value to be 0, and the IRR for this project is 21.02%, which is higher than the bank interest 6%, indicates that this project can be carried out. From the IRR table before, we can get the cumulative cash flow, and from the cumulative cash flow shown, we can see that the payback period is located between year 1 and 2. By doing interpolation, we get that n equal to 1.94 years. And this is the graph of cumulative cash flow against a year. And from the graph, we can see that the payback period falls between 1.5 and 2. And thus, the payback period of 1.94 years is justified. This shows that the payback period is not excessively long and acceptable for continuing the project.
Let's look at the Sustainable Development Goal. So our product is related to Goals 12, which is we can switch to sustainable packaging alternatively. For this goal, it's also important to consider how you manage waste. So by reducing the impact of byproduct or repurposing them, such as using calf as a fertilizer or biofuel. And the other one is Goal 14, which we have to switch from plastic coffee packaging to a more sustainable alternative, where by option for an eco-friendly option such as craft paper or rice paper coffee bags, roasters can contribute to a circular economy without polluting the planet's ocean. Sustainability in market, so there are three. Customer will feel easy to use, easy to clean, and also it's safety to handle.